Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So today I'm super excited to be bringing you this video all about Follain. And I know you guys are probably like, what? All about the store Follain? No, all about the product line that is made by Follain. So Follain has their own skincare, body care line, and I am really excited to be bringing you this video because now a whole bunch of their skincare products are being carried at not just Follain, but Anthropologie and Ulta. And not just Ulta online, Ulta in stores. So it is very likely now that you can actually walk into an Ulta in your area and check out Follain products. So I thought now that it's available in so many places, it would be the perfect time to share with you my thoughts about the Follain line. I'm going to be talking about 5 of the skincare products, and these are available at Ulta, and I think they're all 5 available at Anthropologie. I know they're definitely available at Ulta, maybe Anthropologie. Also, of course, at Follain in stores and online. And I'm also going to be talking about 2 products that are just available at Follain. I'll be talking about those 2 at the very end of the video, so you can clearly tell which ones are available at Ulta, which ones are not. But I'm super excited to be bringing this to you today. I think that's interesting that Follain came out their own line. I know that the detox market also has done that with detox mode. I'm interested in trying out those products. I have not yet, obviously, but I think in the future that is a line that I definitely want to try out and review for you guys. I think Follain did something really interesting in taking all their knowledge and just experience trying out and testing and selling so many different products and really coming out with their own curated line. The price point on these products is a little bit more affordable than a lot of other non-toxic beauty brands, and I think that's kind of where they fit in the space. But I think they're really lovely products. I wouldn't say they're super affordable though. For instance, their eye cream are getting a little bit steep in price, so I don't know how affordable I would consider it. I would consider it mid to high range in price, but not super affordable, if that makes sense. So let's just go ahead and talk about these products in the order that I typically use them. So the first product I'm going to talk about is the Follain Hydrating Cleanser. So this is a face cleanser, and it says that it purifies and nourishes, and it's for all skin types. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I have oily, acne-prone skin. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I have oily, acne-prone skin. My skin type, of course, does influence how I view products and whether I find they work well for me or not. I was honestly a little nervous trying this out because I have mixed thoughts on kind of hydrating creamy cleansers. A lot of the times they're a little bit too hydrating and too creamy for my oily skin. I really want something that gets my skin clean, especially at the end of the day when I'm wearing makeup. I want to feel like my skin is clean after I use my cleanser, and sometimes with really hydrating cleansers, I don't feel that my skin is that clean. I was really pleasantly surprised by this. So it is a pump, and you do pump it out, and it does suds up really well on your skin, and it's the perfect cleanser. I am completely blown away. This has moved into my favorite cleansers category because it does a great job of cleaning my skin, leaving my skin feeling clean, but it's not stripping. My skin does not feel dry. It does not feel tight afterwards. It just feels clean. And I love that about this cleanser. So I have to say, for me, this works super well. I think it really would work well for a variety of skin types because it isn't stripping. It's just that perfect middle of the road cleanser. Obviously, I don't have dry skin, so I don't know for sure. But given my experience, I feel like this could work really well, regardless of whether you have dry skin or if you have oily skin. So if you just want a good basic cleanser that just cleanses and works really well, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It is, like I said, more affordable. I think for 4 fluid ounces, it's a great deal. And because now it's super easily available, that's also a big plus for this cleanser. So this is definitely one you're going to be seeing around on my channel a lot because I really have been enjoying it. I use it both morning and night. It works well for me in both settings. Most hydrating cleansers I can only use in the morning, but this one works perfectly morning and night. So the next product I've been trying out is the Follain Toning Mist. This is a Balance and Prime Mist. This is also 4 fluid ounces, and it says it's good for all skin types. So this really is just a toner that you missed on your face. That's the best way to describe it. So I do like it. I think it's really nice. My only drawback to it is, here I'm going to try and show you, is the mister is not the best. It says on here that it has an ultra fine mist. It can be a little bit aggressive. If I hold it from a good distance, it's good, but if you get it too close up to your face, it's going to be too aggressive. I do really enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite facial mist. I love the one from Kjaer, but that one's also really expensive. So I think in terms of a more affordable option, this one is really good. It's definitely something I would purchase again. I've been enjoying using it. I don't say I've noticed any like dramatic difference in my skin from using it, but I typically don't find that with the facial toners. It's more, do I like the scent of it? Is the mist pleasant? Do I just enjoy the experience of using it? And for me, this mist checks all those boxes. So I do really like it. I typically will mist this on my face, and then I use the rose quartz roller to roll my face in the morning, and this fit really well on my skincare routine, so I've really been enjoying this as well. So this guy I've been trying out for a while. I did do an Instagram post about it. If you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to check me out at naturallybeautifulgirl. So this is the Follain moisturizer, and this is listed as being for normal to dry skin, and it's supposed to replenish and protect. This product I have really been liking. I remember the first time I tried it in the store and I rubbed it in my hand, and it just felt really nice. So it just has a nice consistency to it. I will say that I definitely agree that it's a product that's better for normal to dry skin. I find it to be a smidge heavy for me. I prefer to use it at night for that reason. Like at night, it's perfect. For me in the day, it's a little bit heavy for a moisturizer. I prefer something a little bit more lightweight because my skin will get oily throughout the day. And if I start off with a moisturizer that's too heavy, my skin just feels heavy all day, and I don't like that feeling. I can get it to work for me in the morning. It's just not preferred, and especially as the weather's getting warmer, this product is just going to be way too much for me to use in the mornings. I do really like it. It's a beautiful moisturizer. I think it's just, you know, your nice basic moisturizer. The only con with it is sometimes I find that's a little bit difficult to get rubbed into my skin. Some moisturizers you put on your skin and it feels like your skin just kind of like drinks them up. Like it just absorbs it in. Everything's good. You don't really have to rub it around that much. This one sometimes, I think depending on if my face isn't all damp from washing it or something like that, it can take a little bit of time to get it rubbed into my skin, but it's not a huge drawback with this product. But like I said, I think this definitely is a product that if you have normal to dry skin, I would say go for it. If you have oily skin, I think there are better moisturizers that are just kind of more all-purpose that I would recommend instead of this one, but it is a solid product if you've been curious about it. For my skin type, it's not the ideal product for me. And then the next product is the Follain eye cream, and this is supposed to firm and brighten under your eyes. So this eye cream, it's a little itty bitty one. It's only 0.5 fluid ounces, so it's really tiny. I mean, you only need a small amount of eye cream, but still, this is small. What I like about this eye cream is the texture of it. I don't know, something about the texture. I've got a little bit of it right there on my thumb. It's just a beautiful texture. It's like lightweight, but also moisturizing. I just really, I don't know. I'm into the texture of it. I think the texture on the eye cream is much better than the facial moisturizer for some reason. I often say this with eye creams, and there are very few, as in really just the Ilia eye cream, that I've noticed like a big difference with when I use it versus when I don't. This one I think is really nice. I think, yes, it may help to plump the lines under my eyes, especially because it is such a beautiful moisturizing formula. Do I think that it brightens? No, not really. I haven't noticed much of a difference. I do like it and I enjoy using it. It works really well. I use it morning and night. It works well under concealers, like under my makeup, and it also just works well at night, but that's not really that much of a concern. I do like it, and I love the texture of it. I don't know why, I'm just like really into the texture of it for some reason. It's like the ideal eye cream texture for me. I don't think it's particularly efficacious, but I also struggle with finding eye creams in general to be efficacious. I haven't been using it for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Maybe if I've been using it for a couple months, I will notice a difference, but I haven't in the space that I've been using it. And also I think it's a little bit expensive. Like this is one of the products when I was purchasing it, I was like, you're a little expensive. So I don't know. It's a better price than, for instance, the Lee Eye Awaken Eye Serum, but I don't know if I would say it's totally worth the price. The final product that is available at Anthropologie and at Ulta is this mask. Follain came out with 2 different masks, and I decided to pick up this one because I felt that it was just better for my skin concerns. And this is the Dual Detox Mask, and this is supposed to purify and resurface. If I remember properly, the other mask was supposed to be more of like a hydrating mask. It sounded to me like something that would be better for drier skin. I do have oily, acne-prone skin, so having something that was like purifying, that sounded good to me. So what this mask essentially is a mud mask, but it is one that is mixed with nourishing ingredients. So if you can see it here, it's a pre-mixed mask and it's got a beautiful texture to it. And what I like about this mask is it's not drying. We all know that I do not like drying masks. Like I do not like masks that feel really tight on my skin and make my skin feel dry afterwards. I do want something that's, you know, purifying because I do have acne and I want to, you know, help with that. But I want something that's not just stripping my face of oils because that does not make the situation any better. In fact, it just makes everything worse. And I found one other mud mask other than this one that I liked. And that was the Blosoma, I forgot what it's called, but their mask. I really like that one. This one reminds me a lot of that one. So I don't need both in my routine. I really just need this mask or that other one. But to me, they're quite analogous. So it is a purifying mud mask, but because of the other beautiful ingredients in it, it doesn't overly strip or dry your face. You leave it on for 20 minutes and you wash it off, but it doesn't leave your face stripped. I haven't noticed a huge difference from using this, but I have really enjoyed it. Like the most efficacious mask I've ever used is the Leilani Mermaid Mask. Like that one is my holy grail of mask. Like it's hard to beat that one. And I really have not found one that does, but this one has been really great, especially since I have been struggling with acne. I do feel like it's been helping me kind of clear things out a little bit faster, which I am all about. So I definitely do recommend this one if you have oily skin or are struggling with acne. I think this is a good option because you've got the properties of a mud mask, but without the like stripping if you are doing one of those masks that you mix on your own and then put on your face. Like this is just a much better version of one of those. So the next 2 products I'm going to be talking about are not available at Anthropologie and Ulta. They're just available at Follain. And the first one here is the Follain Lip Balm. And this is a pretty affordable product. I think it was around like $8. And so I just like picked this up on a whim one time when I was at Follain because I end up going pretty frequently. There are 2 locations around Boston, so I end up kind of dropping by. And I have to say, this was a nice lip balm, but is it my favorite lip balm product? No. And the reason why is because I prefer something a bit more nourishing. Like this is the kind of product that's great if you just want to throw it in your bag and you just feel like the need for a little bit of lip balm. But typically I don't do that. If I want something hydrating on my lips during the day, I typically reach for a gloss or like a tinted lip product because I don't have a lot of natural pigmentation in my lips. And then at night, I want something really heavy duty. And that's why I typically reach for the Kjaer Lip Whip because that is a much more heavy duty nourishing product. This lip balm is just not as heavy duty as I would like. And so I've tried using it at night, but it's just honestly not quite enough for my lips. Like I said, I think it'd be fine for during the day if you're just kind of like running around and need a lip balm, like this would work for that. But for me and what I look for in lip products, this isn't quite right given kind of my preferences. If you want just an everyday lip balm, this is fine. But if you want something a bit more heavy duty, I would recommend going for something like the Kjaer Lip Whip instead. Okay, and then the final product is this Sugar and Shea Body Scrub. So this is quite large, it's 8 ounces. I picked this up because I always feel like I'm looking for the perfect body scrub, and I have some that I like, but I haven't found like the perfect body scrub. And I was hoping that this would be because it is a more affordable option. It's pretty interesting. I think you can see kind of some here that's stuck on the cap. It's like gray in color, which I thought was interesting. I have mixed thoughts about this. I've tried using it with my legs wet and I honestly just didn't feel like I was getting enough of a scrub. I felt like the scrubbing particles were kind of dissolving too quickly. I did try using this on my legs when they were dry, so I actually exfoliated my legs before I stepped into the shower, and that worked a lot better in terms of getting more exfoliation. But if you want to use it like in the shower while your legs are wet, I didn't quite find it to be enough exfoliation. What I do like about this though is it does have that shea in it, so even after you exfoliate your legs and wash this off in the shower, it does still leave the shea behind, which feels really nourishing on your legs. But if you do this before you shower and then like wash your legs with soap, you kind of wash off the shea. So that's why I like to try and use it with my legs wet, so that I've already washed my legs and then go in with this. But at the same time, that kind of diminishes the scrubbing capabilities of it. So I don't know where I stand on this, but I guess overall I would say it's fine. It's just not my favorite body scrub. I really want something that's like very scrubby, because if I'm going through the whole effort to exfoliate my legs, I want it to really exfoliate, and this was just kind of like okay. So I don't think I would repurchase it. When I finish it, obviously I will use it up, but it's not a product I would repurchase. So overall, my thoughts are I really like their skincare line, like the skincare line that's being sold at Ulta and Follain. Like I really like that. So the two products that are just sold at Follain are okay. They're just not my favorite. They have some other products as well that are just sold at Follain. I haven't really tried those out, but I would say the skincare line is definitely solid. I particularly recommend the cleanser. I really like that. I also like the mask a lot as well. The eye cream is nice. It's expensive. The moisturizer I would recommend if you have drier skin, more normal to dry skin. And the mist is just a nice mist. If you're looking for a facial mist, it's just like your average, good, solid mist. No complaints about it there. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comment section down below, are you going to be trying any of these products? Are you really excited? The Follain line is now being carried at Ulta and at Anthropologie. I'm curious to hear your thoughts about that, so let us know in the comment section down below, and be sure to check me out on Instagram. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl for more non-toxic, cruelty-free, sustainable living content. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!